Breaking news right now related to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Major new allegations today. Assault and exploitation by Combs. For the first time, we are hearing about victims who say they were minors when they were allegedly assaulted by the music star. The youngest allegedly just 9 years old. The allegations were revealed today by attorneys representing more than 100 alleged victims who are preparing to sue. So let's bring in NBC News
I'm like Kennedy. You feel me? He like Clinton. I was the president for shit. Man, that's OG. I was just but that is not.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work.
It's enough. Yeah. I get it. You got it.
You look beautiful. It was a
night and it was awesome.
My family reunion, chill. Vibration. I just got me out. Such a vibe.
Yo, Toronto, we come to your city, Atlanta, Dallas. Play whatever you want to play, baby. It's here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shake that. Work.
Whereas that, if I could say this, like you have a girl, this one guy, maybe going down on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's back there rolling his eyes, he hiding the mother, and when he put his head down, there's one of them white boys sucking on him.
Oh.
You understand? That has happened. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got these guys who, they go into these Turkish houses. Once you get to that door, you don't go back in there. But you know what they do in the Turkish houses. Well, you can assume what they do, quote unquote.
Yeah, about Sean Puffy Combs, aka Diddy, spinning. I mean, this guy is a mass promoter, okay? And the allegation is that Combs aided and abetted his son in this attack.
This is incredibly disturbing footage, so I do want to warn our viewers, as you did. But as you said, Cassie's lawsuit, which was filed in November of 2023 and then was quickly settled overnight, it did open the floodgates. But in that complaint, Jake, she details an incident that she alleged happened in March of 2016 at a hotel in Los Angeles, physically Diddy. Now our team in the LA Bureau, we have got our hands on that surveillance footage, and it appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically.
Made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit in Metropolitan Detention.
I'm going to inspire when I had nothing in me to give. Like, I let one human being make me so low that, like, I didn't even remember who I was. I was scared to get in the studio. Like, I didn't believe in myself. All of a sudden, in Miami, I started catching a vibe as soon as I went to Miami. Like, as soon as I changed locations, started catching a vibe. And then one day I got the vibe, it's time to go to New York. And you were there and you saw what was happening. It started being incredible. Coco Chanel, Miami, Good Form. All of those things just started as mumbles in the studio in New York.
Young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments, because people take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
Okay, so.
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned. I'm pretty sure.
For them. It's not so cool when you start to own things. You see what I'm saying? So I made a lot of money with them too. Like, there's a point, they did a deal that mirrored what Puffy's deal with Diageo was for Ciroc. So he didn't have ownership of that at any point, but he was getting a lot of money, like almost like $60 million a year. So you see him go to daily on is when you see him have some issues. And these people have really strong relationships. Don't think that the civil case doesn't turn into a criminal case faster because he's making them uncomfortable. That's a big part of it. The spirits business is not governed. They got a discus board that they created, right? If you got two companies that are $3 billion a year, and Beam Centauria and Diageo, the distribution level, it's very hard for you to get things to a point where you can do the numbers right now. They incentivize the sales force by giving them box bonuses. And then when you sell a product, you get the bonuses off the box that's there. But you make that no matter what product you're selling. So if you sell Hennessy or Remy out the gate, they start to put downward pressure on the new companies.
And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this. And yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got sexual charges and everything on him. But he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN, is keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that. This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out. Craziness, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this. And yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got charges and everything on him. But he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN, is keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about it. This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out. Man. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this.
Yo, man, he told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie.
He looking around like, damn, like, a lot of guys kissing each other in here, man. You feel me? What y'all do is y'all business.
So you've been to a party and seen this?
Oh, I've seen it firsthand, multiple times. I've seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress, bro.
What?
I've seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress with two other ladies in dresses. They all the same height at a Diddy party. Ask about Dwight Howard and...
Hi, this is Celeb Loop. The story about Diddy has taken a surprising turn, almost like a crime thriller. Once a big name in the music world, known for his flashy lifestyle, Diddy is now at the center of a shocking scandal. Yesterday, the entertainment world was shaken when news spread on social media that Cassie had filed a lawsuit in New York, accusing Diddy of trapping her in an abusive relationship for over 10 years. This alone caused major shockwaves, but what surprised everyone even more was comedian Kevin Hart being pulled into the scandal. Kevin Hart, loved by millions for his comedy, is now part of a much darker story. His connection to Diddy, who was recently arrested on serious charges, is now being heavily questioned. Hart's name is not just in the headlines because he's friends with Diddy, but because he might be more involved in this scandal than anyone expected. For years, Kevin Hart has been seen as a hardworking, self-made success. But recent events are making people question that image, hinting that he may have been closer to Diddy's notorious world than he ever let on. Diddy's famous parties are now under the spotlight. Hollywood legend Diddy's lavish parties were famous for being attended by celebrities from all over the entertainment industry. But behind the scenes of these exclusive events, there have been rumors of chaos, excess, and troubling behavior. It turns out that Kevin Hart wasn't just a guest at these parties. Reports now claim he played a key role in organizing some of them. This shocking news has sent waves through Hollywood. Kevin Hart wasn't just providing entertainment at these events. According to reports, he was deeply involved in organizing the parties, which are now under investigation. It's hard to believe that one of America's most loved comedians, known for his family-friendly jokes, could have played such a big role in these notorious gatherings. But as more details emerge, things are getting more complicated. Diddy's parties were never just regular Hollywood get-togethers. For years, there were rumors of wild behavior, indulgence, and even more disturbing activities behind closed doors. Attendees described these events as places where anything could happen, and it often did. These weren't simply fun parties. According to insiders, there was something much darker going on. Kevin Hart, who was still building his career at the time, was reportedly not only a regular at these parties, but also helped organize them. This raises many questions. How involved was Hart? What did he see? And what did he know? While no one is directly accusing Kevin Hart of illegal activity, his close connection to Diddy and these parties has put him in a very difficult position.
Victory. However you give it to us, we want to give you thanks for 2020. 2020 has been an incredible year. 2020 has been a great year. Please bless us that in 2021, we're not the same that we was in 2020, that we have excelled, that we have gone to a higher frequency, a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of kindness, a higher level of self-love, to eat the right things and to take care of ourselves, a higher level of self-love, especially for anybody, but for my people, black people. Please bless them to love themselves enough to start fighting back in any way. Nobody should be oppressed like this. Nobody should be treated like this. And God, I know that you know. And God, give us the courage in 2021, if anybody's being oppressed, to be able to destroy their oppressor. And God, 2020 was something. 2021, we pray. We pray. We pray it's better than 2020.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. I like that. Let's go.
What's up with Dwight Howard in Mexico?
You know, they don't got paparazzi out there like that. You feel me? They was down there hooping. He going to the club with these same ladies.
Beginning, like the first 3.5 years, he was, like the first 3 or 4 months, he was really nice. But then after that, he started being there. So.
A new civil lawsuit claims Sean Diddy Combs repeatedly passed off dancer and adult film actress Adria English to be by partygoers during events at his New York and Miami houses between 2006 and 2009.
Puppy's like...
What'd he say?
To describe Puffy in one word is it's job talk. Worse, way worse.
Wow.
Oh, you kidding me up?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah.
We decided to do the book because I'm not a rapper, obviously, or anything like that. But I've been in the business and been around the business.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote. If you have one, yeah. Wow. Okay, I've got a lot. I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. I mean, like actually cycling through them. Feel like we still have some time to go. You know, I can blow it here. Okay.
So do you think Puffy was mom shit?
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it ain't happening, that's the only thing that makes this become an issue for everybody. Because you seen what I said in the Vibe article. I basically bowed out and was gonna go ahead about my life. The next issue, that wasn't the next issue because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together. 4 issues later, half of New Yorkers commenting on me shot. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing. In the first issue, read it, Vibe viewers. Nobody seen the 4th issue, when they came back with a reply, everybody knew what I did. They knew what I said. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in act? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in A-Vision. I only got shot once because they found the bullet. The police found it, but now they cops. Now they doing detective work. They found a bullet. Oh, you found the bullet, huh? So what is this other shit in me then? What was the doctors talking about? What? Can you explain these other holes in me? I'm like a gun bottle all over me. That insulted my intelligence. So yes, I did say Thug Life was there. Yes, I bowed out, all of that. But when they said that, they breathed new life in me. Yeah. And Thug Life not only became a rap group, but it became a way of life for life for me. Because they disrespected me, my name, my family, what I had been through. They said that I couldn't be in pain. I could not feel, I could not be hurt.
Is there still a beef going on with you and Mogul?
It was never a beef. It's only a difference in opinion.
Right.
To me, if I like my homeboy Sugar gave me the best advice I could ever give him anybody. He said, when people ask him if he's beefing with Bad Boy with Puffy, he says like me going to a playground and picking on a little kid.
Right.
That's like me being mad at my little brother because he getting cash now. I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at my little brother when he don't respect me.
Yeah.
Now when you don't respect me, I'm gonna spank your ass. I don't give a bitch you got on the block. I'm your big.
Your parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You gonna hear about my party. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time. You know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z, Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on.
Hey, speaking of
this
love,
is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day. He said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Well, this show has gotten crazier since the last time I ever
No, it's all about love, though. That's not true.
You really heard that? Nah.
Well, yeah, I watched that on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. What is this?
I see you always gallivanting around to all these
trips that Kim and I aren't invited on.
You wouldn't pick up for the weekend and leave your kids? You don't have help on the weekends.
I'm not saying I want to go.
Oh, dis.
So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber,
so far
French
so good.
Montana.
Do you even know half the people you're naming?
No.
Are you drinking, Chloe?
No.
You have to get these margaritas out of here. Why aren't you drinking? Yeah,
but last night. She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet.
you haven't. I want to be Chloe when I grow up, Port.
Oh, you're just so little. Like
My balls are just going.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
I've been to a couple Diddy parties. Now, I'm risking a lot by saying this. I've been to lots of parties. I've been to Jamie Foxx. I've been with Snoop, T.I. I've been to lots of places. What I will say is that one particular party, lots of big names. There was an artist there who said, hey, Lecrae, around 1 a.m., make sure you're not here. And I was like, what? You just don't want to be here at 1 in the morning. And I was like, now my pride kicked in, like, yo, you don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can handle myself. Like, I'm not some little church boy who ain't never seen nothing. Like, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you talking about? Well, it's probably 12:30. I'm downstairs. I go downstairs to the studio. I come up out the studio, and I'm headed back upstairs to like the main area where everyone's kind of congregating and hanging out. And the music changed. It was like really hard and heavy at first, and then, you know, like jam and dancing music. And it was a little softer. You know, it was a little more sensual when I came out the studio and started going upstairs. And on my way upstairs, there's like this couch. And on the couch, I saw a couple of guys really going at it, hard and heavy. And man, and I was like, oh, you know, my brain, I'm thinking, well, you know, this is a celebrity party, people do what they do. As I started moving upstairs, I passed them up, and I noticed that it wasn't just those two guys, it was more and more people just going at it. I was like, okay, it's time for me to roll. I'm gonna grab my stuff and I'm gonna get up out of here. I did not know that's how this went down. So was that shocking? Absolutely. Was I forced or coerced into anything? I was not. But why they felt that comfortable, I don't know. Maybe the invite list, they was like, yeah, all these people, I don't know. I'm shocked.
LeBron James comments on P. Diddy getting arrested and basically saying that he had a weird feeling today was the day the feds will actually catch up to Diddy. I guess we can all confirm that LeBron James was the anonymous tipster that gave them. No. Yo, let's keep it aggressive, yeah. This shit, yeah. I remember before a couple months ago that we saw that LeBron James was saying, ain't no party like a Diddy party. Some people will say that LeBron James should go to jail. Chill out, y'all. Right? We all know that this is a troll post. Well, it is actually true that P. Diddy did go to jail, though. But you know what I mean? About LeBron James' whole situation is crazy, and that's lies. But it's still funny just to see that. Maybe y'all let me know how y'all feel about the whole P. Diddy situation and LeBron James. But you Ray Snow, what's up? I'm not.
This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs. His lawyer said Combs had come to New York 2 weeks earlier with the intention of turning himself in. He did not expect the agents to be waiting at his hotel last Monday night.
Whatever Justin is doing, I'm not going to show it out of just respect for the fact that I truly believe that Justin Bieber is a victim. But whatever he is doing in this video with Trey Songz and Odell Beckham Jr. looks highly suspicious. I can show you a still from that video because I think the relevant part is Justin Bieber is not sober. He is clearly very heavily under the influence at this party. And so what I want to say to Justin Bieber and to everybody that's following the situation is that Justin Bieber is a victim. I was horrified when I saw this, not because of the idea that Justin Bieber would be engaged in these sorts of things at these parties, but because I understood that this was a kid who was intentionally targeted by Diddy, as the video show, told that he wants to party with him. Justin Bieber didn't do that to himself. Like I said, Justin Bieber was, in my view, a child victim. And as these videos are circulating on the internet, I want to make sure people remember that and give him the grace as someone who has somehow survived this, turned to family, turned to faith, and is still very much struggling with all of this. For people to give him the grace and the courage and the prayers to hopefully one day find within himself the strength to speak out about what happened. Anyways, it seems to be that it is all falling down in Hollywood. We will continue to monitor that story, but I do encourage everybody to pray for Justin Bieber.
Kevin Hart's connection to Diddy goes back further than most people realized, and as investigators look deeper into Diddy's actions over the years, it seems Hart may have had a bigger role in Diddy's empire than anyone knew. For years, Hollywood insiders whispered about Diddy's world, but few dared to speak out about what they saw or heard. Now, with federal agents involved and the investigation growing, those whispers are turning into real accusations, and Kevin Hart's name is coming up more often. One troubling piece of evidence that has surfaced is a video showing Kevin Hart at one of Diddy's famous parties. In the video, a woman's hair catches on fire while she's in a hot tub surrounded by candles. Instead of helping, Hart is seen laughing with other well-known guests. While some might see this as a small incident, in the larger context of Diddy's scandal, the video is raising concerns. It suggests Hart might have become desensitized to the wild and sometimes dangerous atmosphere of these parties more than he wants people to think. If Hart's involvement in these parties was just attending as a guest, it might not be a big deal. But if he helped plan and run them, it raises many questions. Were these just wild Hollywood parties? Or was something more serious going on behind the scenes? And if there was, did Kevin Hart know about it? These are the questions investigators and the public are now asking. Kevin Hart's clean image, which he's carefully built over the years, is now under serious threat. The accusations about Diddy's parties are no longer just rumors. They're part of a full-scale investigation involving the FBI and Homeland Security, with talk of organized crime and other serious issues. Anyone close to Diddy is now being watched closely, including Kevin Hart. Even more shocking is the claim that Kevin Hart, worried about his career and freedom, might have turned informant to protect himself. There are rumors that Kevin Hart, once afraid of being dragged into Diddy's legal troubles, decided to work with federal investigators, giving them important information about what he saw at those parties. If this is true, it could explain why the investigation into Diddy has moved so fast in recent months. Kevin Hart's testimony could be a key piece of evidence that the investigators are using to build their case against Diddy. The idea that Kevin Hart might have become a main informant in Diddy's case is both surprising and ironic. Here's a man who made a career out of making people laugh, now possibly playing a crucial role in the downfall of one of the biggest figures in music and entertainment. For someone like Hart, who is always focused on keeping a positive image and staying out of trouble, this would be a huge change. But Kevin Hart's silence, as these rumors grow, is only making people speculate more. His social media accounts have been strangely quiet, with no mention of the scandals surrounding Diddy. Instead, Hart has only promoted his upcoming comedy shows like Nothing Is Wrong. For someone who usually talks a lot and interacts with fans, this silence is noticeable. Fans, critics, and insiders are all asking the same thing. Why hasn't Kevin Hart said anything? Is he hoping it will all just go away, or is he staying quiet because there's more to the story?
Some dudes belong in jail.
based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bro. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him. You gotta realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clyde Davis. You understand? When those people are telling you that they were heavy into the drugs, they was heavy into beating women and doing things at that age, at that crazy stage, that's gonna make him think that he can get away with the same thing that they was getting away with back then. You understand? The things that he was saying, you know, the touchy-feely.
Sex trafficking, interstate transportation. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs would threaten and coerce victims to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and conceal.
Aubrey O'Day isn't holding back her thoughts on Sean Diddy Combs' bombshell legal troubles. Aubrey noted in a social media post that she feels hope that Diddy's case marks a long-awaited turning point, writing, "The purpose of justice is to provide an ending and allow us the space to create a new chapter. Women never get this. I feel validated. Today is a win for women all over the world, not just me. Things are finally changing."
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs
has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul.
Combs had been living there for several weeks. A person with knowledge of the investigation told NBC News the arrest was based on a sealed indictment brought by the Southern District of New York.
His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of this moment.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the devil for 48 hours. Think about that. He'd already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came, discovered it, managed him, and got custody of him. Promised to look after him, and then he sent him to the devil. Does that sound like a good guy? Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber. Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
I am crazy. Pray for the young people. You know what this is. It's not a game. And please understand very clearly, there is zero woosah moments, me talking about situations for over more than a decade and a half, and then all of a sudden everybody woke up like, whoa, yo, we thought you were crazy. Yeah, I am crazy. I'm crazy to tell a mother on 3 forms of public transportation across a bridge to get to work to support me that, hey, I may have to pass on these opportunities for scholarships because I'm gonna write a song and we're gonna eat for the rest of our lives. That's crazy. But what I am not is a liar. That I'm not. All I did was give the science. I was ignored, laughed at, ridiculed, things of that nature. But that's okay. My God is so much bigger than my God got me. And I got you.
We're actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra. I was actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say.
What they're looking for, because it was
going on the premises of sex. They're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage.
And yet nobody said, but did he get arrested finally and get the book ready to be thrown at his very, very, very dancing feet? They're going to be his feet with that law book.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh, yes, he's glittering.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
Well, now, when we come back, we're going to talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right? We'll be right back with more right after this.
And then Nikki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on me.
Arrest of a former SU basketball walk-on player, Brendan Paul, who's part, police say, of a trafficking investigation of rap mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs. Paul is accused in court documents of being Combs' drug mule.
Crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and in the studio. He said, yo, I'm a drug their south and pick them out and pimp them out to my
50 posting a sweet picture of him and Drew on Instagram, but the caption tells a different story.
I have a lot of fun.
Here I am keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore show, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house.
Tupac and Biggie. And I think both of these dudes were assassinated in some kind of way. More Biggie than Tupac. I think Tupac might got killed by a dude that they, had an incident with earlier that day. But Biggie seems a little governmental.
Yo, man, I should have saw. He told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie and the way he treated women when he slapped his mother. And I was like, he did what?
Yo, I did it. Told my he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts.
Cassie, I will advocate for you. Because, see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know that you and Kim Porter had a sit down right before she left us.
Your life is in danger. Because you know the secrets. Who's involved in that little secret room you guys participate in. So, you know they're going to get you if they can. It's a little crazy how Puffy gets glued out the alcohol business and Jimmy Iovine steps in with Andre and Slippy promoting it. It's never a good look when it comes to culture of hip-hop and for our community, our people. I turn myself in. Sometimes you gotta face the music. That's most of the time. I'm gonna give you some real advice. 2 quick things. You gotta make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're gonna be standing up pissing or squatting sitting down pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one. If you're squatting pissing on the seat, you know what that means. Oh yeah, by the way, do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out.
You know why Puff's parties are so cool, man? Because you can't get into the party. It doesn't matter what the is going on in the party. Nothing cool is going on in the party. It's a party. But you can't, for some fucking reason, at his party, you can't get into the party. So now what do you want to do? Get into that man's party and see what the fuck all the hubbub's about. So right now, I have a do not enter sign on my seat.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Woke up this morning with a prayer in my heart that I want to share with you guys for us. So if y'all don't mind, just pray with me if you want to. God, please bless everybody in the sound of my voice. Please bless their health. Please bless their hearts, but most importantly, bless their mindsets. The mind is a dangerous thing. God, protect us from our mind, talking us out of our powers of manifesting anything that we want if we believe in you, even if it's not there, even if it looks like it's not going to come. God, please bless everyone's mind and know that you will always show up and you will show up on time. God, please bless everyone that has had a rough year. But bless us for the good days, the bad days, the days that we have experienced death, the days we've experienced life, loss, happiness.
Stating that what he is accused of doing is nothing new in the world of famous entertainers. He argued that flying women out for parties or intimate gatherings is a common practice among celebrities and should not be considered illegal. Boozy questioned whether it is fair to label women who willingly participate in these experiences as prostitutes, suggesting that if that were the case, then many women would fall under that category. He expressed concerns about the
the studio of Jermaine Dupri's. I said, you know, why don't you set up a meeting between me and your manager? I'd love to meet with you and do this in a formal setting. I'm late for an appointment with Jermaine Dupri, and I don't want to keep him waiting. Let's just do this the right way.
And then you have him come to audition for you, right?
Actually, there were a few people. My wife at the time.
Right.
It also was Perry Reed, L.A. Reid's first wife.
So you were all sitting in a room
We were in a room.
Yeah.
And I showed her the video. And Perry says, are you crazy? You better get down there and meet this kid right now. He's amazing.
When all these dick pics come out and all this stuff with Bieber's big dicks, are you the mastermind behind that? Say, listen, show off your big dicks and people will come to those concerts. Or are you sitting there? Usher, are you sitting down with him and saying, yeah? Or leave it in your pants? I mean, do you sit him down and say, look, part of this is PR,
Hey,
man.
by the way, he does have a brain of his own.
Yeah, but were you shocked at the size of his...
Hey, listen, he has a mind of his own. What he chose to do with his prerogative. He's managing that aspect of his life.
But Usher, somebody...
I have nothing to do with Justin Bieber's private parts, man.
So who was with you this weekend? A bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, so far so good. Montana. Do you know half the people you're naming? No. If you were seriously dating somebody, would you? Info? No. You have to get these margaritas out of here. Why don't you? Yeah, but last night. She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet. You haven't? I want to be Clay when I grow up, Court. Oh, you're just so little. Like, my balls are just filling. I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it. We met Chloe's new, like, cool time. No. Well, kind of. You did? Yeah. Stop talking. If you met Chloe's new crew of friends. And all I said was, yes. Then I stopped. All I said was yes.
What are you doing? Just having a little drink before my car picks me up. Where are you going? I'm gonna go to join Diddy. He's doing that. Rick Ross is doing a little concert this afternoon. Really? Honestly, they get bigger. No, I just lifted this bra up. It's like night and day. I need to have my bras myself sitting up at this level at all times. They were like down to here. That's life-changing. Life-changing, but it gives me back pain. Gotta pick or choose your battles. That's what I learned in my life. Yeah. So why do you care to go to this? Because I was invited and I think it would be fun. When are you gonna act your own age? This like rap crew, like Rick Ross and Diddy. You think this is like your crowd? I know a thing or two about rap music. Who's the boss? Me? No.
Kevin Hart's connection to Diddy and those famous parties is casting a shadow over his career. In Hollywood, image is everything, and once it's damaged, it's hard to recover. If Hart was as involved in Diddy's world as some claim, it could seriously hurt him, not just legally, but professionally too. Adding to the controversy are comments from comedian Cat Williams, who has openly said that Kevin Hart's success wasn't just due to his comedic talent. Williams believes Hart's rise was helped by his ties to Diddy, and those ties may have come with hidden costs. Williams has even suggested that Hart was part of what happened at Diddy's parties, painting him as someone who actively took part in the chaos and excess of those events. Williams' claims, although unverified, are making Hart's situation even more complicated. For years, Williams has criticized the dark side of Hollywood, and his recent comments about Hart seem to be part of that larger critique. Whether people believe him or not, Williams' voice speaks to many who are suspicious of Hollywood's power dynamics. There are also more scandalous rumors suggesting that Hart's connection to Diddy might have been more personal than professional. While these claims aren't confirmed, the fact that they're being talked about in the media is raising eyebrows and complicating Hart's situation even further. The whispers about Diddy's private life, long a topic of speculation, have intensified with his legal troubles, and now Kevin Hart's name is being dragged into those conversations. If Hart has indeed worked with federal investigators, as some suggest, it might be his way of distancing himself from Diddy and saving his career. But cooperating with authorities has its own risks, especially in an industry as ruthless as Hollywood. If Hart has turned on Diddy, it could lead to backlash from those who see it as a betrayal, especially in a business where relationships are key. For Diddy, the stakes are incredibly high. His arrest could be just the start of a long and difficult legal fight, one that may reveal more hidden truths about his career and personal life. With more victims and witnesses stepping forward, it seems this case is far from over. As the scandal unfolds in the public eye, Kevin Hart finds himself stuck in the middle of one of Hollywood's biggest controversies in years. His reputation and career are now at risk. It's ironic. Kevin Hart, a comedian known for bringing joy to millions, could now play a key role in the downfall of one of entertainment's most powerful figures. Whether Hart is a victim trying to protect himself or someone who willingly took part in Diddy's world, the truth will eventually come out. When it does, both Hollywood and the public will have to face what it reveals about one of comedy's biggest stars. The big question is, will Kevin Hart respond to these rumors and accusations, or will he stay quiet and hope it all blows over? The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher.